Tenhle případ se začíná docela důkladně zamotávat. Možná až moc, protože teď mám 2, co se jí pokusili otrávit. Jo. Máme důkaz o tom, že byla částečně otrávená, ale furt byla postřelená. Teď je otázka. Byla víc otrávená z té trávy nebo z té žlázy? Nazdar lidičky, rád vás čopeček nevidím. Konečně jsme zase opět zpátky online a nám nezbývá nic jiného, než se pustit do naší singleplayerovky, protože v Battlefieldech nemám domluvenýho kámoše a solíčka tam nejsou, takže se vrhneme na naši solo dráhu a uvidíme, kam se dneska dostaneme. Budu si přitom popíjet čerstvé pálavské vínečko, za 5 koruní, takže jo. Přemýšlím, že vždycky, když uděláme kus questu, tak se asi napiju vína, protože mám chuť se dneska ještě ožrat, že ještě dneska můžu. A normálně budeme pít vodu, no. Takže uvidíme, jo, jak to půjde, samozřejmě. Nevím, jak dlouho dneska budu vysílat, začali jsme docela pozdě, možná to dáme do 9 hodin. Zítra se soustředím na ty 2 videa, abych jsem vydal na YouTube a jo. Takový je asi aktuálně plán. Jestli vyjde, to se ukáže. Tady mám problém s náhledovkou. Jinak dneska jsem to přenastavil ještě tak, že úvodní zvuk už nepouštím přes YouTube, ale dávám to teď přes Spotify. Takže uvidíme, jak to bude fungovat. Já doufám, že to bylo slyšet dost a viděl jsem, že to tam skákalo, takže poznáme. No a nám nezbývá nic jiného, než zapnout tu samotnou hru. Musím říct lidičky, že počítač docela měl potíže po tom týdenním vypnutí. Grafická karta se nechtěla vůbec zpamatovat. Asi 1,5 hodiny grafická karta se sekala. I na běžných videích, co jsem tady měl pospuštěných, tak i na tom se sekala. No, naštěstí jsem to rozchodil. No. Tak. A nám nezbývá, než pokračovat. My teď jsme vlastně zkoumali... Jo, my jsme teď se dostali do této části. Rozumím. My máme jenom úkol pro frakci a hlavní úkol. My nemáme žádný extra vedlejšák. Dobře. A ty jsi zvykl na to ovládání hlavně.
Sorry, but we're a little busy right now. I'm sure one of the other guides would be happy to give you a tour.
Lawrence, do you know who you're talking to? We always have time for the inspector.
The inspector? That's you? I am so sorry. We didn't know what we were doing. We're so sorry. It'll never happen again. Oh, Law, it's all over. I told you someone would catch on sooner or later, Belle.
Lawrence, let me do the talking here. Inspector, pay him no mind. I'm sure you've bigger saltuna to can than us.
Normally, yes, but we take guests out on live-action wilderness experiences for additional pay. You know, shoot a raft here, walk there. We're just between tours right now.
Live action? You can shoot?
Hey, I'm not a bad shot. I've been keeping these tours safe for years. There's more than one type?
Don't pay him any mind, Inspector. His upper story's a little gap-toothed, if you know what I mean. But seeing as you insist on sticking your... That is, since you're so curious, I'll fill you in on what we're doing. We, misplaced some people on our last tour. Misplaced them in the maws of some local predators. Now we're stuck here wondering how to get their room keys. Might have been raptidons. I find it hard to tell them apart, especially when my glasses get fogged up. Hey, we all got our priorities. Not worrying about those keys ain't gonna bring their owners back from the dead. Anyway, the sooner we get those keys back, the sooner we can make it look like the ex-guests checked out early.
Wouldn't you? I mean, the dangers were all listed in fine print on the waivers they signed. Least they can do is not destroy our reputation when they get themselves killed. We knew sooner or later this was gonna happen. We've got some hush money tucked away. If you can get those keys for us, it's all yours. Did I just hear that right? The Inspector is going to help us, Bill! Thank the stars!
We're not out of the woods yet. Let's just see what happens before we celebrate. We last saw the guests deeper in the wilderness, Inspector. That'd be a good place to look.
Ty se snažit nebudou, to budou mít profit větší. Tak, munice, to se vždycky hodí. Tak. Tady, tak. Pěkně to roztahaný teda. Tak, vypadá, že to bude slušná divočinka. Tak, jeden klíč bychom měli, 3 zbývají, jestli vidím správně. Jo. To je zajímavá mašinka. Co já mám vůbec ještě? Já mám tenhle ten kulomet. Nebyl ani plně nabitej. Řekně, ty vole, já jsem přetížený. Kurdek. To brzo. Musím se nezapamatovat, co jsem měl u sebe, no. Tak, já mám u sebe mraky zbraní, těžkých zbraní. Jasně. Takže já potom musím skočit ještě na základničku. No tak se to přehodil samo. Au. Já na to nefungovalo tak, jak jsem čekal. A počkej, my to vlastně hrajeme na těžkou obtížnost. Joj. Ale tak. Máme tady rychlé cestování? Jo, máme. Takže my se portneme na loď. Odhážíme zbraně. Takhle. Tak, tuhle nepoužíváme, takže ji můžeme přesunout. A tenhle kulomet bych asi nechal. Všechno, co bude mít pod 500, zahodíme. Ano, spíš pod 800, abych byl přesnej. Ano, se to z nějakého důvodu nepřepíná. Tohle pušku bychom mohli nechat. Nepotřebuji tolik brokovnic u sebe. Tohle taky vlastně ne. Plamenuje to ani náhodou. Ty granáty bychom měli se naučit používat. To je brokovnice ani nápad. No. Vyházíme všechny. Čeho tady máme mrtě? Tohle třeba nepotřebujeme, tohle taky ne. Takže se tady nemůže rozstřídit podle váhy. Víte, tohle taky váží, ne? Tyhle upgrady, tak tam zahodíme všechny, teď upgradeovat chvilku nebudem. Tohle váhu nemá a tohle bych měl všechno prodat. Tohle váží 2 kg jeden kus. Tohle taky má po 2 kilech. Jo, proč je to? Zbytečnost techno, nevím. No, z tohohle bychom nějaký prachy ještě získali, no. Jsem se nekoukal, kolik máme peněz vůbec. 2000, to docela jde. Měl bych upgradeovat. Já ty si necháme. Jo, už je skoro 20 minut pryč a ještě jsme nic neudělali. To je prdeli. Je to trošku rozmlácený. Člověk řekl, že tady v tomhle by to mělo být v pohodě, ale nic. Má ještě bedínka. Šírat to jdi. No to... Co je, když jsem na to sílu měl? Jak to, že najednou na ně nemám? Co se změnilo? No, počkat, to chce vysvětlení. Říkejte, že
Didn't I
nemám.
request no more fertilizer shipments be brought on board? Who keeps ordering these?
Co tady dělají? Co tady dělá velitá kráva? Jsem je obě.
Welcome back, Captain. How can I be of assistance? Take care.
Takže tady máme ty krávy.
Hey, Captain. I got a thing I want to ask you. It's kind of big. I was thinking about what you said before, after we went to the Lost Hope on the Groundbreaker. I reckon you're right. I think I'm ready to stop fretting and fussing and ask Junlei to go steady, straight out. And I'm thinking of doing it here, on the ship. I was kind of hoping you'd offer. The thing is, I can't ask her over like this. I mean, look at me. I'm all covered in engine grease and I ain't showered in nigh on a week. I smell like sweat most days and, well, don't look too close at my fingernails. I was thinking, hoping, we could stop by Groundbreaker for bath supplies. I mean, only if you're not busy. Or when you're heading through Groundbreaker for something else. You don't gotta change plans on account of me. Anyhow, next time we dock in Groundbreaker, let me know. 'Cause I want to come with.
OK. A kdo poobjednal ty krávy? To je jedno. Tak. Tohle je teď na úrovni 30. Má to poškození nic moc, no. To asi vezmu ten kulomet a tenhle budu používat ten, protože to prostě nemá, tohle to nemá žádný efekt. Když já jsem tam měl tady ve skříně, co? Dá se tady nějak seřadit? Nedá. Tak plamenomet tady. No a když ho vylepšíme, teď má 107 poškození. Když ho vylepšíme na maximum, a už víc nemůžu. Teď máme přes 2000 DPIčko. Tady máme jenom 140 na ten Gatlingu. To je mizérie. Tohle má sice vysoký poškození, ale málo munice, takže tam asi dám nějakou, no, možná tu brokovnici. To je na, no to je na světy, ale taky, tohle taky. Sakra. Mám těžkou, energo, těžkou. Třeba bych nějakou na energo. Škoda, že se nedá ji rozstřídit. A tady, a to je na úrovni 13, to je slabý. To je úroveň 20, taky na prd. No tak, proč to přeskakuje? 13, level 33. Ta by šla docela. Bych vylepšil o 2 levely a... A už mám jenom 9, ty vole. Vylepšil jsem 2 zbraně. Tak, úprava, tahle, ta už upravená je, tahle ne, takže... Ne? Tady zahodíme tohle, tohle si necháme, tuhle zahodíme a tady nahážeme si všechny upgradey, ať máme na výběr. Tak, to moc prostoru nezabere. Takže. Hluk, kritické poškození, takže kritické určitě. Takže se to nedá namontovat ještě líp. Tak. Šok. Větší zásobník. O 9 střel víc by nebyl úplně špatný. Tohle změní poškození na plazmu. Tohle na korozi. A tohle je N záření. Ale N záření hodně ubere. Já to dám asi tu korozi. Teď máme trošku změnu. Protože furt používáme plazmu. Tak. Tebe dáme místo pušky a tebe dáme místo toho Gatlingu. Tak. A budeme se modlit, že teďkom vyjde. Se můžeme to taky napít trošku. A aspoň vyzkoušíme novou zbraň, tu jsme ještě ten typ jsme ještě nezkoušeli. Ty vole, ono to střílí po dávkách. OK. No tam možná měl dát ten větší zásobník. No. Dobrý. Vzal jsem správný zbraně a už to funguje. Problém je, že do toho Gatlingu tyho za chvilku ta munice nebude. Tak najít velké zásoby. Radši to uložit, než chcípnem. Z toho to taky půjde. Ale tady mám nějakýho kolečky. Jsem si nezapnul klimošku. Tady je to krádež, sakra. To ne, to nechcem. Tak už je bude dobrá, napadej. Tak, ještě jednoho musíme najít. To bude zase nějaká fabrika, do které se dá dostat. Když bych spíš tady podívat, jestli se mi tady nezapne bot, co? Jo. Rychlé cestování. Že tam se možná vydáme hned na hlavní úkol. Proč u tohohle žádný raptoid nebyl? Se mi nelíbit. Tak ještě ke všemu pěkně sekli.
Hey, Candy Canyon! I know this place. It's where they did Free Range Fixer. Tady se asi natáčela většina těch dílů.
Hey there. You find us those keys? That's all of them. You're a lifesaver and a half, Inspector. Lawrence, you got the bits?
Let's see, which pocket did I... Oh, they're in my hand. Here you are, Inspector. We'll make sure to put in a good word with our friends, too. I can't wait to put this behind us. We'll wait here a little longer, and start clearing out their rooms when the shift changes. Not sure what we'll do with their belongings.
Lawrence, we talked about this, remember? What belongings? Anyhow, thanks again, Inspector. Good luck with your investigation.
Tak. Nazdar. Vynikající věčko. Tak. Aha. Tak to mám špatný úkol. Já jsem úkol přímo tady, já teďkom od tu nějakýho. Jo, teď je tam. A bylo to přímo to místo. Ty vole, já jsem dobrý. Aspoň tam musíme chodit pěšky, máme 2 minuty ušetřený.
If this is a cult, who am I kidding? It's a cult. Hold your judgment until you meet them. Some of my best friends were from Graham's camp.
What do you think you're doing? As you were.
Nic, no, jsem to otevřel v blbou začal otvírat v blbou chvíli. To je plamenomet, ale tohle se mi hodí. Když se nikdo nedíval. Jídlo jste klidně nechte. Vezmat se do bytu. O, tak to bude rozlehlý. Tam je k ničemu. Tam jsou nějaký ty byty, ale to se mi nepáčí. Brokovnice taky na nic. No, to nestalo za ten upgrade. Ale počkej, tady můžu získat ty bodíky, že to bylo otevřu. Ale nechám to tam bejt. Ty vole, tak to je určitě sekta, když si takhle tady postaví tohle. To je jenom munice a granáty.
Hello, welcome to the Prophet of Profitability's private prosperity retreat. Stay positive and soon all your humors will be balanced. Least that's what I keep telling myself. Anyway, I'm Aaliyah Mason. I work as the Prophet's right-hand woman. What can I do for you? Oh my. Yes, this is important enough for me to delay my bi-hourly self-flagellation. Ask away. Yes, the circumstances there are quite unfortunate. For a time, the Prophet was completely despondent. Even the hot coal walks weren't buoying her spirits as they usually do. However, we recently had a high-profile visitor whose presence seemed to alleviate whatever the Prophet's fears were. I'm actually not entirely certain. It was a surreptitious visit that stood out because it was surreptitious. Whoever it was must have paid the Prophet quite a lot to keep things quiet. At least that's the only reason I can think of for intentionally keeping things so hush-hush. Well, by and large, no. But something rather odd did happen regarding the Prophet recently. A few hours after our high-profile visitor arrived a couple of days ago, the Prophet asked me to take over sessions for the remainder of the day. At first, I was excited. Thought it was my chance to show her what I could do in charge. But then I saw that she was deeply worried about something. No one saw her until the next day. I was here at the retreat in the company of the other disciples and clients. I rarely have more than a few minutes of alone time. Which is fine, of course. I do what I do in the service of the Prophet, who will, I'm sure, reward me for my sacrifice. Eventually. Certainly. Oh, terribly sorry if I gave you that impression. I had a cramp. It's better now. I mean, it might be nice if I had a little inclination of whether the Prophet appreciated all the cooking and cleaning and hours of meditation I do on a daily basis. But whatever she thinks isn't for me to question. I'll do my best to be more chipper. Actually, before you go, I want to report something suspicious. I noticed the Prophet dragging something, a bundle, away from the retreat after that high-profile guest arrived. Normally, I'm the one who does her laundry, so it was strange. Especially because whatever she was dragging seemed oddly human-shaped. I could have, but I generally don't have the time or energy to leave the reserve to contact anyone. Plus, there's always the possibility that I'm mistaken. The Prophet hasn't been herself lately, but if I misinterpreted the situation and reported her improperly, I'd ruin my chances for opening my own wing of the retreat. I think so. Had the right size and shape.
Takže tady něco proběhlo nekalého. Nejdřív najdeme tělo a pak konfrontujeme. Jestli tam bude vůbec tělo. Ale tamhle tu pistol, co má ta, co jsme to...
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby. Identifying human footprints leading out into the wilderness. It is unusual for productivity disciples to wander more than a few feet from the camp. Scanning. No. Helen's distinctive shoe size not found. Judging by footprint depressions and shoe size, these prints were either made by the Prophet of Profitability or Adjutant Sophia Akande. Error. Recalibrating. These footprints were made by the Prophet of Profitability. Timeline discrepancy detected nearby. Detected additional tracks belonging to the Prophet of Profitability. Timeline discrepancy. Additional tracks belonging to the prophet of profitability. Timeline discrepancy detected nearby. Detected additional tracks belonging to the prophet of profitability. Timeline discrepancy detected nearby. Judging by the shape of this indentation in the dirt, a person of medium height and build laid here for a number of hours. Scanning for other details. Only additional signs of disturbance are a few marks in the dirt. No sign of struggle or evidence of wildlife consumption of body. Suspected likelihood of user correctness, 86%.
Trošku bych čekal, že tyhle roztrhají, no. Ale to se nestalo. Kde jsou to vybudovaný tyhle ty šutry takhle, to je... zvláštní. Ale že by na druhou stranu, ten je jenom omráčený. A proč by ho táhnul pryč, kdyby byl omráčený, že? Tohle mi nesedět.
Welcome back. I hope you have been keeping positive and productive. How may I help you balance your humors today?
To už ne, s tím nejde už nic říct.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby. Analysis suggests this to be a variety of herbs. Herbs have been uniformly treated with a pungent chemical mix. Warning: ingesting, smoking, or inserting non-corporation sanctioned substances into your ears may be harmful to your health. Side effects from extended exposure include dizziness, nausea, and unconsciousness. Additional likelihood of organ shutdown and/or death. Analyzing. Complete. Substance appears to be a mix of industrial solvents and various essential oils. Substances include woolly cow dander remover, sprat oil, and starship surface wax. Hypothesizing potential side effects from herb consumption. Most likely outcome, decapitation. Slight possibility of calculation error. Prior analysis suggests whether...
Fruitful and productive welcome, brother. I had a feeling you would visit me. I offer a wide variety of productivity seminars. I hope you'll consider taking one. But I should remember my manners. To what do I owe the pleasure of the Special Inspector's arrival? Certainly, certainly. But first, I'd love to interest you in one of my productivity seminars. We'll free you of those potential hampering humors in a heartbeat. Absolutely not. Any statements by Ms. Helen about us were blown out of proportion and altered by the media. In fact, she quite recently... excuse me. I seem to be remembering something that never happened. Whatever the case, I'm sure her speech about us was all a misunderstanding. With that said, I'd love to involve you in one of my productivity seminars. We should clear you of all those nasty, nasty humors hampering your potential. Sprat oil? That is. We understand your decision and respect it. But those humors will cling to you. You'll find success with my seminars, or a quarter of your money back. Regardless, I do understand. Is there anything else I can help you with? Oh? I'm surprised. I wouldn't think the two of us would have much to discuss about her. We may have had some terse interactions before her death, which I most certainly regret. But beyond those, well, never mind. What would you care to know? I wouldn't necessarily say that. The media tends to exaggerate. I will admit that her remarks about my seminars were rather unfortunate. However, I certainly wouldn't sharpen any sabers over it, if that's what you mean to imply. I only do that when my clients skimp on their bills. I did not. She had no interest in my seminars, and I had no interest in attempting to convert a stubborn actress. Why would I have had any cause to engage with her further? Well, I suppose that does complicate things. Whatever the case, I didn't care to mention Helen's change in decision because she never showed up. I don't see how it matters. I'm pleased that you noticed. Excellent eye, brother. The compound they're treated with is my own invention, designed to unlock an individual's true productive potential when burned. I can't say any more. Trade secrets, you know. None of my clients have ever complained, so I'm sure they're perfectly safe. Is there anything else? Who said that? I'll be sure to give them a special seminar on not needlessly implicating the person who puts food on their table. It was a bundle of clothing, brother. Even productivity geniuses need to do laundry from time to time. Yes. I suppose the more quickly we get off this subject, the better. I had a visitor, yes. But as it turned out, some of my productivity techniques were too much for them. I had to drag them out by hand. But their peers came and collected them shortly thereafter. I'm sure whichever attendee it was is perfectly safe now. Yes, that's correct. She made it clear that my seminars were of no interest to her. Well, I suppose that does complicate things. Whatever the case, I didn't care to mention Helen's change in decision because she never showed up. I don't see how it matters.
A už nám jednou řekla.
Oh, really? What did you find there? What did I dump? Clever work, Inspector. It seems even I can't slide my way out of the trap you've so intricately weaved. I admit it. I killed Helen. By mistake. Helen changed her mind and wanted to attend one of my sessions. I, knowing the importance of the seminar, desired to truly galvanize her, though not to stop her heart. So when it came time, I chose to double Helen's dosage of productivity-enhancing herbs. I left her to meditate, and when I returned, she was dead. After that, I entered a less than coherent state. One of my disciples, it seems, witnessed me as I dragged Helen's body out into the wilderness. Do you jest? The guests at the Colonial eat no shortage of strange things, but I think corpses are perhaps too strange. The creatures of the wilderness are much less picky. Besides, the hotel is ridiculously far. I couldn't have made it all that way without someone realizing I was dragging a corpse. I'm no medical professional, but that certainly seemed the case. Usually my customers at least writhe or mumble after a session. My productivity-enhancing herbs typically do induce sluggishness, but I suppose they must have been enough to do her in if her constitution was truly that weak. What? Is this some kind of joke? You're an inspector. It's your job to arrest me, isn't it?
Tělo tam nebylo, tělo bylo úplně jinde.
No. Someone must have moved it after I killed her. One of my business rivals, waiting for me to fall into a false sense of security so they can strike. I don't believe you. I think this is all a trick. You're trying to catch me in a lie. Get me to reveal my productivity secrets. No. You can't trick me. I finally discovered what's happening. You've been paid off. Someone else learned that I killed Helen, and is going to use that information to blackmail me. You think I'm going to let this injustice happen? Ha! Tell the constable that I killed Helen. It's 1,000 times less miserable than whatever my enemies have planned. You monster! What am I supposed to do now? They'll be here soon. And once they arrive, I'll be powerless. Powerless! I just want to go to prison. Is that so wrong?
Na zdravíčko. Tady je to, že tam nebylo to tělo.
About time somebody came the hell back. I notice you're not spattered in blood, which doesn't bode particularly well. For you. I hope you're not about to tell me you lost your nerve. You're rather unflappable, aren't you? I wish I were like that. Instead, I'm tense enough even when I don't have a dozen people not doing what I paid them to do. Pardon my tomfoolery, stranger. I see I've mistaken you for someone else. Victoria Foxworth, Rizzo's executive clerical actuator. Pleased to meet you. Might I ask what brings you to the reserve? A professional, I see. I don't know anything about any murder, but you might be just who I'm looking for. There's a particular task that my hunters haven't yet been capable enough to complete. I wonder if you'd have any interest in it. As you may be aware, Slug currently owns the reserve, but it rightfully belongs to Rizzo's. There's an ex-Rizzo's employee currently in possession of the land grant for the entire complex. Insult to injury from Slug, and evidence that this complex is rightfully ours. This particular individual is up there in years. His mind is failing. Leaving the land grant to him is like leaving it in the trash. I would like you to retrieve it. Solve the situation however you like, so long as you bring me the land grant. The target in question lives out in the woods, exactly where I'm not certain. Best of luck.
It's not good enough to be better than everyone. I need to believe I'm better than everyone.
Čeká tenhle ten. Tak, tady je ještě možnost prozkoumat ty sklepy, tak se tam podíváme. Co tu mají hezkýho? Samá lopata. Lehký kulomet, no. A to otevřu, abychom měli bodíky a to je tak nějak všechno.
Great work.
Ještě tamhle byla cesta tamhle, tak se tam podíváme. Počkejte lidičky. Síci se sem dobývají. Ahoj. Vysíláš? Jo, vysílám. Tak. Paní to puští. Můžeme pokračovat dál. Jo. Tyhle tu mohli udělat docela slušný nepořád. ukazováček. Zajímavé. Tady do toho se nedá kouknout, škoda. Ale kde se nakazili? Tady žádnýho červíka nikde nevidím. Neřekněte, kde se nakazili. No, tady se nedá projít dál. No, počkej, dá. To jde nějak vysoko. Čili ta budova stála. Tady se mohli nakazit. Už je mi to trošinku jasnější.
Here they come.
Tam jsou taky jeskyně tady. Se dá ještě nějaká jeskyně a tady je už výstup ven, tak. Kurek, co mi to dělej? Čím se dávalo léčit jozetkem? to je tak teda. Nechci. Že to bude stát aspoň za to. Nějaký ten byt. Stačí nic moc teda. Granátové 3. úrovně, no. Stačí nic moc? Máme dalších 10 bodů. Přesvědčování máme docela vysoko. Já bych potřeboval to hackování a odemykání zámku. A spíš to dám do těch takhle a takhle. A potom dáme trošku do přesvědčování a do zastrašení. To jsem až rozpůlil toho červa. By zlomili nohu, šmejdi. Že bychom mohli přijít do té oblasti i tudy, Manik. Jo, to není zlý. Pardon, je to zlý. Bylo to hodně zlý.
What is this? Another soul willing to brave the dangers of the wilderness? How thrilling to find my paramour out here in the wilds. Virgil Henderson at your service. Board surprise auditor and 5th finest shot this side of Halcyon. Delighted to meet you. Of course I'm not. The Bureau of Creatures and Land Auditor was by last month. I certainly won't be encroaching upon her territory. She bites. I'm here to conduct a surprise audit of the local holy caves, Rizzo's lone leased property in the reserve. It is rather notedly empty. Worse, it seems the evacuation occurred without anyone filing the proper emergency paperwork. Tut tut. All Rizzo's facilities require consistent logging of work conditions. I suspect there will be information regarding the bunker during its prime, should I look into the right places. With all this in mind, there is a small issue. I actually conducted an investigation of this facility several years ago. Since my biometric data might still be registered, it's possible that my entering the facility would not be legally classified a surprise. It's a puzzle, to be sure. An uncertain suggestion. There are no shortage of legal loopholes for freelance work, but I fear setting my work on the shoulders of someone I've never met before. I may be able to hire you, but let me ask you a question to see if you're fit to represent me first. How much do you know about free market economics? That's a sufficient amount of market knowledge indeed. I knew you were the right person for the job. Head into the holy caves and see what you can find. Keep your eyes open for journals, terminals, datapads, anything that might contain info about the operation. I'm counting on you.
Já už ty informace mám.
Excellent to see you. What are these? Research datapads? Not quite what I expected. Let's see what they say. Parasites, caves, thought control. He did what now? Well, it doesn't look like any of this is in violation, but it is disturbing. And disturbing a surprised auditor is as foul as failing to file proper paperwork. Rizzo's shall pay dividends for my psychological damage. Here's your reward, my friend. Your contributions to the field of surprise auditing shall not go forgotten.
Dobrý, úkol splněný dřív, než jsme ho začali. A zdraví. Takovýhle úkoly mám rád, když je splnit dřív, než je potřeba je řešit. Já budu potřebovat lehkou munici, ale... A nebo začít používat pořádně jináčí typy. Ty vole, další, jo? Tady je těch hajzlíků. Jo, tam má ještě jeden, kurde. Tak co, už se holky vstaly? Jo, už vstaly, dobrý. A já budu se tady bavit novýma zbraněma, protože nějak to nezvládají. Že já sám nemám těch zbraní moc, co by mi to ulehčili. Vole. Tak jako jich tady ještě bude těch mršek. Už by to mohlo přestat těma potvorama, ne? A dát mi tady vlastně nějaký normálnější. No, tady aspoň někdo pořádně tam. Au. Fredrik Bolsen. Toho rozhodně nezabila žádná příšerka. Ty vole, další.
Incoming, Captain!
Já nemám nic přebitýho. Zdrá, léčí se. To podaj pro kapy. základ. Řekni! A jak to, že tahle jedna najednou vydržela miliardu? Ale kolik to máme uložený? Ty vole, tady jo. Do prdele. To zkusíme obejít z druhé strany. Se mi nechce obcházet. A tady mi to nepustí, sakra. Tady není mapa. Ale to mohu pustit. Tak nepustí. Au, wait. Prostě proběhnu. Berte na ně, nestřílejte po nich.
Here they come!
What? Co to tady je? Ty kráso, tak tohle mi dal. Já mám pootočený mikrofon, nevím, jak jsem byl slyšet teďko. No. Náš průchod tak nějak rozhodl, jak to bude s těma rotacema. Takže nevíme, jestli děláme správnou věc nebo špatnou, protože jak si se přidal do boje, no a třeba munici. Pěknou farmičku tady uprostřed divočiny měl teda. A my mu semka přitáhli takovej bordel. No, z jídla nepotřebujeme nic, ale tohle vypadá docela dobře. To mám donést někam jinam. Asi jo. Pokud možno se vyhnout dalším kudlankám. Ty kudlanky už mi jako dneska sejřej. Ty krávo, tady jich je. A tady se neprotáhnu. A chvilku čisto. A kdybych aspoň nebylo tolik, jo, třeba jenom polovička, tak by to šlo. Počkej, s tím jako mám až jít? Já jsem to donesl semka a to stačilo? Dobře. Mám lepší. 60. Jo, tu má 66. To se dohodíme, to má. To ještě vylepšíme a půjde to. Pak jsem stačil jenom přijít a je to hotový. Nechci nic říkat, ale podle mě ta hra je čím dál víc rozbitá. Jak blízkosti jsou nepřátelé? Nikoho tady... Aha, tamhle. Už se uzdrav, nožičko. Tak. Já jsem to vzít rovnou přes rychlý cestování. Čekáte, co mi to hlasí? S tou zbraní. Já mám všechny. Já tuhle mám. Aha. Zrovna tu, co používám nejvíc, tak teď je poškoze. Tak je už jenom na 6%. Aha. Proto ta účinnost je tak malá. A to je celkem v pohodě, ale vylepšit si zbroj. Vylepšit. Upravit, pardon. Tak. Tohle přidá 3 brnění, tohle přidá. Tak si dáme tohle. Nevím, co tohle dělá, ale nechám to tam. A pro utajení. ERB. Rychlost chůze 40%. Vyšlo. Nosnost, tak to vám dáme tu nosnost určitě.
You return. I hope you bring news. Oh, thank the law. And you've brought the land deed. To say you were more capable than the hunters I hired would be a vast understatement. I hope there were no complications. My law, that's the largest heart I've ever seen. It's disgusting. Get it away. It seems you really did run into your share of difficulty. I've no interest in that horrid thing. Keep it as a curio or sell it to a meat vendor. Rizzo's thanks you for your efforts to allow us to regain what is rightfully ours. Here is your reward.
Tak, to bychom měli teda další část. No, ten kontakt tady neřešíme. My jsme promluvit s nějakým doktorem a jdeme promluvit s nějakým doktorem a jdeme dál. A to DLCčko, já bych ho teoreticky mohl zítra dohrát, teoreticky, no, ale uvidíme. Je možný, že ne. A semka jsem nechtěl. Tak, kam mě to vede dál? Tady nahoru. To sešlo... Tudy má ne, sešlo někde... Taky teda ne, ale dobře. Koukám se na zbroje, co tu jsou. 63. To není úplně špatný. Já jenom 6 stran, to je na prd. Já potřebuji velký poškození, ale taky, aby to mělo trošku munice. 42, 42, to je nic moc. 66, 69, 108. Si až prdel, ne? Teď jsem byl rád, že jsem měl... No dobře, no. No, prodat a... Prodáme vetež. To bylo přes 100 kg vetež, jsem u sebe měl. Za 5000. To jde. To není nikdo, kdo by mi dal nějaký úkol nebo něco?
Inspector, not a moment too soon. I've just finished my autopsy report. Ruth Bellamy was killed by plasma damage to the upper vertebrae, the occipital bone, and the cerebellum. If it's any consolation, her death was instantaneous and painless. I've also discovered a poisonous compound in Miss Bellamy's stomach lining ingested during her last meal. Toxic, but not enough to kill her. Spencer Woolrich complained of a stomach ailment around the same time period. I assumed he was being, you know, Spencer. But now I'm not so sure. Oh, most certainly. Well, possibly they were trying to make her extremely uncomfortable, but I suppose killing her would also satisfy that criterion. The thought occurred to me. I tested this hypothesis by vacating the contents of my stomach and testing for the presence of the same toxin. Slightly elevated levels of mercury and an alarming amount of blue food coloring. But other than that, no. I'm certain it wasn't, as you put it, just the hotel food. I did science. You know, my profession. Conversations with Mr. Woolrich tend to spontaneously transform into monologues. You'll find him on the VIP guest floor. I'd best return to work, Inspector. Autopsies always whet my appetite, and all this talk of food is distracting me.
No, my víme, že se nepřímo pokusila otrávit, jo, to už víme. To jsme zjistili trošku jinde, ale...
The Grand Colonial Front Desk warmly welcomes you, Inspector. It's a pleasure to see you again. How may I be of assistance to you, Inspector? I'd love to, Inspector, but I don't really have the authority. Moreover, the guests were promised exclusivity. If I let you up there, I'll never hear the end of it. That's a good point. If they give me guff, I can just tell them that they're obstructing justice. That has a nice ring to it. Let me just set you up with VIP guest floor access. Done. You can now come and go as you please.
Paráda. Tak si jdeme pokecat.
What floor would you like to visit? If you see Black Hole Birdie, be sure to get an autograph for me. Just joking. I've already got one.
To jsou rangeři. Zabezpečení.
You make it look so easy.
2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 Krásný klobouček. Máme nějakýho módního návrháře, koukám. Se zbraní hezky. Zbraň se zabavuje. Pro účely bezpečí. Tady očividně hráli, má tady bonbon ještě. To si tady nechte. Byty, krumpáč, hacker. Hackovačka se zabavuje. To je nějaký zek.
Is that a woolly cow? Why is there a woolly cow in the hotel? Also, why do I smell alcohol?
A já mám pocit, že tohle je pokoj našeho hráče.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby. Multiple discrepancies detected. First discrepancy. A woolly cow is present in this hotel room. Woolly cows are an import species for the Wilderness Exploitation Reserve and are incapable of affording upper-class accommodations. Second discrepancy. This woolly cow is dangerously inebriated with Rizzo Spectrum vodka. Alcohol sanguinization ratio exceeds recommended maximum. Zero. This unit has not been programmed to include bovine jurisprudence in its library of information. A brief survey of this area reveals that the most recent occupants were athletes belonging to the Rizzo's Rangers Tossball Club. Insufficient data. A brief survey of localized property damage, divided by the area of this room, yields the following estimate. This unit was likely occupied by every member of the Rizzo's Rangers. -1.
A tady už bych to kradl, to je zajímavý. Tam ne, ale tady jo. Všichni tu hrajou karty, to je, nebo jak na každém pokoji někdo něco hraje, to je zajímavé.
Nice work.
Vyží to se pryč, Betinko, co? Jinak, lidičky, se vám z Pálavy omlouvám, že tam nebylo víc videí, ale bohužel vysílání her tam nešlo. A co se týče výletů na kole, tak byl jenom ten jeden výlet, no, protože tam je trošilinku potíže zdravotní. Takže tu nikdo nemá přístupný žádný počítač.
Hotel rooms don't feel like home until you mess them up some. This one's real cozy. What do you want to know? I remember sending her the recording, but law, I was halfway to preserved by then. I don't know what was on it. When I realized what I'd done, I panicked. If I'd said something dumb, folks might think I was involved in her death. I was scared of looking suspicious. You listened to it? What'd I say to Helen? Did I sound drunk? Thank the architect. I hope she heard it. I don't want the last time she heard my voice to be when I was all angry at the orchards.
Tady nejsou žádný důležité informace, takže nic.
Zeke Hannigan, Rizzo's Ranger's 16th back. Pleased to meet you. What can I do for you?
Tady nic moc. Proč tu dává chladicí kapalinu? Tady je jako ubytovaný ten robot, nebo co to jako má být?
Initiating enter protocol. Now simulating familiar and welcoming demeanor. Greetings, theater aficionado and or dumbstruck fan. You are standing in the vicinity of Burbage 3001, the latest and therefore greatest automechanical actor ever designed. Burbage 3001's programming is frequently upgraded to adhere to board-certified standards. The most recent upgrade was performed by Spencer Woolrich. Banter protocol exhausted, reverting to default behavior, grieving and despair. Oh, Halcyon Helen. May your atoms. Burbage 3001 was designed to disrupt Halcyon Helen's monopoly over the Aetherwave serial. Burbage 3001. Anything Halcyon Helen can do, this unit can do slight. This unit has been programmed to simulate existential dread. Watch Burbage 3001 contemplate its mortality in the crypt. This unit has not yet completed its grief cycles, randomizing despair tables. Oh, Helen. Burbage 3. This.
Proč tu máš kupce druhého úrovně? Dobrá, takže to nebyla krev, to byla chladicí kapalina. To radši uložím. Nic mu tam brát nebudem, ale...
About time you arrived. I see you haven't dressed the way I asked you to, but I suppose that was expecting too much of a non-industry lout. Expect a complaint to management. Now, unless you'd like to waste more of my time, I suggest we begin rehearsing. Ready? You've fallen right into my trap, Captain. Oh, don't bother to fight back. You cannot hope to stop me from installing philosophism as the system's reigning ideology. Well, I didn't, you fool. It was in the script. Wait. Now that I think about it, you do smell rather like the aether, old blood, and unwashed feet. Oh, no, this is curious indeed. Who are you, and how did you get in here? You're here to investigate me? Oh, I assure you, I'm nothing special. Just an old crook with more money than time. That was a quote from The Retiree's Revenge, in which I played an ex-thief turned decrepit old man. But, of course, I'm certain you already recognized it. Now, what shall I sign first? Your weapon? Your wallet? Or perhaps something a little more personal? Undergarment signatures have been popular of late, or so I've heard. Do you mean to say you're not a fan? Well, then how did you get in here? The only staffer cleared for guest room entry is the inspector for Bellamy's murder. Oh. Oh! Hello. Terribly sorry, Inspector. I didn't realize it was you. Understand that I am beyond willing to comply with your search for the fiend that did Bellamy in. You know, now that I look at you, you're the perfect reflection of me, back when I starred in The Marauder's Bane, the absolute picture of justice. Ask me anything at all. I might even give you a straight answer.
Ty vole, možná přímo odpověď.
Oh, have you now? Please do go on. Don't leave me in suspense. I did indeed. With Halcyon Helen parading her fame about, I was left without an acting partner. Burbage is no exception. His acting protocols were nothing short of a joke, so I decided to make some modifications, installing him with some of my old serial quotes as, I think, improved his range. The way he bungled about with that weapon of his hardly befitted a dissident, so I modified it as well. He's much quicker on the draw now, though he's still a machine. I'm quite used to being breathlessly watched. Certainly, but one quick question before we begin, if I may. How was it that Bellamy met her end? Why, I'm merely worried for my own sake. Perhaps whoever came after her could come after me next. But if you don't want to tell me, I understand. Whatever happened, I hope poor Bellamy didn't suffer. I was meditating, of course. That's how I get into character. Respectfully, Inspector, it is rather counterproductive to commune with others while meditating. All actors have their methods, and this has been mine ever since I met that wonderful prophet of profitability. She taught me it for my role in The Unemployed Cometh. I had to lie face down on artificially heated pavement. The director wanted our suffering to be convincing. Needless to say, being able to leave my body helped to mitigate the pain, both during the 8-hour shoot and with the second-degree burns afterwards. I owe that woman much. Yeah, actually, only since I've been at the Colonial. The unemployed cometh was shot on site. That makes it, a few weeks. I cannot recommend her services enough. If you haven't been to see her yet, you really should. I'll answer whatever you wish. Bellamy has been my co-star throughout the autumn of my career. I should like to think I knew her. In fact, I cannot name a single role in the last 10 years that did not involve her in some way, unless you count the uncredited silent shopkeep on Melissa's Meteoroids. Oh, it wasn't. And don't think I haven't picked up on your tone. Resenting Bellamy is one thing, but killing her is another completely. It's also beneath me. Oh, come now, Inspector. What do you take me for? I'm an old man. I neither have the time nor the willpower to kill people for fun. Besides, I have my reputation to think of. I suppose that is enough on that grim subject. Indeed. The agonizing bowel pain was most undignifying. While I've certainly had no shortage of inadequate hotel meals, this was most explicitly pronounced. I suspect poison. And who would be most likely to poison me but Chef Anwar? Oh, we've clashed almost non-stop about his slop preparation. He must have tainted my meal in retaliation. How alarming! Whoever targeted her was certainly targeting me. I can only thank my ironclad constitution that I'm standing here before you. Oh, that's very good to know. Perhaps the poisoner simply meant to incapacitate us both, disrupt the product launch. I couldn't say, Inspector. I'm merely an actor. None that I can think of. I treat all hotel staff equally, and with the minimum level of respect that they deserve. Is that a jibe? Could you imagine the tabloid headlines? Spencer Woolrich, Aetherwave star, spotted in gastronomic distress. Oh, unseemly hardly describes the half of it. Very well, then. Oh, must I relive that ghastly event again? My intestines still have yet to fully recover. But I suppose we may discuss it further.
Oh,
very well,
tam
then.
nic to není.
I'm sure you're joking. Perhaps I'm not in my prime, but you've no doubt seen the name Spencer Woolrich on many a serial advertisement throughout your travels. You think? I mean, yes, of course. You have, obviously.
Takže ne, teď se prozradil. No. Mě posílají za kuchařem.
What floor would you like to visit?
Tak. Tak kuchařem se šlo tudy má.
Yes? Are you here for the double rack of smoked sprat? Well, I'm sorry to disappoint you, but you'll have to wait. Oh, don't give me that look. Let me see if I can pencil you in for later. Actually, what am I saying? I can't do that. I'm booked for the next month. You'll have to make a reservation. Crime or no crime, I must keep my head on my work. One does not simply become the head chef in all of Eridanos by fretting over irrelevant happenings. You're the inspector? Here? Why... I mean, you may ask me whatever you want. I have nothing to hide. Of course I did. I would never allow anyone else to touch the meals of so important a guest. Oh my law, this is the end, isn't it? My mother always warned me that the culinary world was too dangerous, but I didn't heed her warnings. Okay, I wasn't the one who did it, but I might have been mistaken when I said I was constantly watching Helen's food. Spencer Woolrich and Bellhop Owens were underfoot in the kitchen as I was preparing Helen's meal. Either one of them could have tampered with the food when I was fetching ingredients. Well, it's a breach of professionalism, of course. Why else would I worry about it? Well, I suppose that's as good a point as any I've heard. I may have taken some time to engage in a teensy bit of recreational drinking, and consequently, I may have been somewhat less than coherent after preparing Helen's meal. Yes, but not specifically. Owens often procures exotic ingredients from the creatures at the Wilderness Exploitation Reserve. Our guests can be rather particular. Let's not talk about the incident with the Raptidon pheromone glands. It's always hard to say when Owens might be back. If I were you, I'd make a trek to the reserve myself. Otherwise, who knows how long you'll have to wait. Mr. Woolrich often finds the hotel's meals wanting. He seems to enjoy complaining in person. While I could appreciate someone with a discerning palate for once, I believe that Mr. Woolrich simply enjoys the attention he gets from us. Though don't tell him I said as much. If you wish to speak with him, Mr. Woolrich can most likely be found in his suite on the VIP guest floor. He's usually there if he's not poking around here. I understand your reluctance, but... Oh, I just remembered. The kitchen security camera. It'll prove I'm telling the truth about everything. Constable Keene has access to the security footage in her office at the spaceport. If you visit her, you can figure out what truly happened with Helen's meal. Thank you for your understanding, Inspector. I'm sure you'll find the true culprit before long.
Tak, ten je tuž víme. Ten je... Jo, ten byl z toho. A získáme ten bezpečnostní záznam. Všechno je to venku, takže musíme ven. Bezpečnostní záznam, to bude tam někde u tým? Ne, to bude jinde. Podle mě to bude jinde. To bude asi tady, co? Jo. Bude tady nahoru.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby. An aberration in the expected timeline for this organic being has occurred. Behold, the body of Maria Keene, formerly the constable of the Eridanos atmospheric complex. No signs of life detected. Maria Keene is survived by no known relatives. Excellent observation, Inspector. Multiple wounds located in the frontal bone and between the clavicles suggest she was facing away from her attacker. Furthermore, the location and circumference of exit wounds suggest a firearm with unconventional ammunition. These casings are too minuscule for conventional small caliber firearms. Each casing resembles a lancing needle used for medical and surgical purposes. High concentration of potassium chloride detected. Trace amounts of neurotoxin detected. These substances show the highest concentration near the entry and exit wounds. Cardiac arrest, rather than physical trauma, is the most likely cause of death. Your memo has been noted. This unit has been programmed to offer encouragement during moments of emotional strain. Banter protocol activated. We'll find the sprat bastards responsible, Inspector.
Začínáme nacházet tady nějak moc. Začínáme tady nacházet nějak moc mrtvo.
Greetings, criminal. This unit would implore you to confess to your crime of landing with an expired permit. Please explicate your defense into this unit's recording.
If I made a bet with you at the Copper Bottom last night, let's call it off now. I can't stand the taste of life's brats.
Tak. To mám v inventáři ten záznam, nebo kde je ten záznam? Všechno karty. Aha. A že tam něco přisypal. Sluníčky, já to budu muset za chviličku ukončit, protože už začínám být docela ochrápaný. A ještě doděláme tuhle část a uvidíme. A tam bylo plno těch, tak on byl možná tuhej zvoník. Tady byly ty červy přeci. On nikdo živej nebyl. Aha, ten je tuhej. Tak, co my si dáme vůbec? Máme další dovednost. Tohle ne. Tohle vezmeme asi. Tak, tady si dám... OK. Tak to dáme... do toho zastrašení trošku, protože to potřebujeme. To nemá poškozený tvorů, takže ti dáme... takhle třeba. Takhle vidím tady nepřítele, ale tady dole není. Jo, ten palební deník jsme už měli. No. Žlučníková žláza. To nezní jako dobrá přísada.
What floor would you like to...
No, prosím. Možná jsme měli do VIP, já nevím. řekneme kuchařovi, že tady je vlastně z toho venku, dá se říct.
Hello again. You... No, as it so happens.
Teďka tvrdí, že bylo odpočvárně, no to je jedno. Takže musíme do VIP klubu.
You're here. I hope you have the photon proto-distributor, or we're never leaving this damn facility. That was from the Twin Spies. I played a sentient mechanical. Ask me anything at all. I might even give you a straight answer.
Bože, to je takový vůl.
Oh, have you now? Please do go on. What? That damned bellhop promised discretion. Well, if you must know, it's an appetite suppressant. How do you think I keep my form so lithe? Terror glands keep me from feeling hunger pangs.
I've never heard of that. You sure you're talking about terror rays? Their bits tend to give folks the runs.
Oh, that's it. I'm firing my nutritionist this instant. That, yes. Yes, I distinctly recall ordering an alcoholic beverage with my meal. This hotel is certainly bringing a new meaning to the phrase rotgut. Management shall receive the complaint to end all complaints. Tampering? No, no, no. I just happened to be passing through the kitchen and saw a dish that looked good. If being hungry is a crime, you better indict 3/4 of Halcyon. Oh, well, there's... maybe I just wanted to see what was in it. Oh, law, what a pathetic defense. As it so happens, I may not have had the terror gland acquired for personal use. I may have placed it in Bellamy's meal. But before you indict me, please, just listen. I wasn't trying to kill her. Lie is such a strong word, but even if I had chosen to poison myself, the danger should have been minimal. Terror ray glands aren't supposed to be lethally poisonous. They're supposed to cause extreme lethargy, as if you'd inhaled several quarts of Spectrum vodka. She would have had to eat 6 or 7 of the glands to die, and even then it would be an extended, arduous process. No, really, you must listen. I wasn't trying to kill Bellamy. I only wanted her to be incapacitated during the Brown unveiling. With her out of commission, the next available celebrity, myself, would get to host the unveiling. Please think twice about telling the administrator of my misdeeds. If he learns the truth, what's left of my career will be left in shambles. What will happen when all of the great actors are gone, Inspector? Who will replace us? No one. That's who. There will be nothing on the aether waves but serials starring mechanicals. I hope it's worth it.
No, další, kdo se jí snažil otrávit. To už jsou dva. Už se to zamotává. A se tady resetuje telefon. To už jsou dva. Myslíčky, tenhle případ se začíná docela důkladně zamotávat. Možná až moc, protože teď mám dva, co se jí pokusili otrávit. Jo. Máme důkaz o tom, že byla částečně otrávená, ale furt byla postřelená. Teď je otázka. Byla víc otrávená z té trávy nebo z té žlázy? No, zamotává se to. Tak. Uložení úspěšné, paráda. Lidičky, pro dnešek nám to stačilo. Pokračování zítra. Ještě nevím, v kolik zítra začneme. Možná kolem 4:00, ale neslibuju, může se cokoliv ještě podělat. No a uvidíme, jestli zítra doděláme tohleto DLCčko, nebo se s tím budeme trápit ještě v týdnu. Takže jo, moc krát díky a zdar zítra.